I know some of you would change the rules. Rock beats scissors. Scissors beat paper. And paper beats rock. Why? We don't know. But it does. It covers it. Yes, it does. Okay, you ready? Now here's the deal. We're going to do it. Then you're going to look at the person to your right. That's who you're playing against. And if you're on the end, look at the person on your left. Easy enough. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Go. Okay, now everybody has a seat. You know how in your mind you think things are going to go a certain way and they don't always. You all did really well for that. I'm very proud. Playing is important. It's something that we were created to do. God created us to play, to have fun, to enjoy life. How would you define play? If someone asked you to give a definition, how would you define it? Play. Anyone? Play. What is it? Having a good time. Having fun. This is a great definition because sometimes we try to make play into this very specific thing. Well, play has to be being outside, doing some sort of sport. No. Play is whatever it is for you that is fun and enjoyable. Something that helps you to enjoy the moment. Enjoy life. For some of us, it's curling up with a good book. Some of us, play is about being outside, riding our bike, going for a walk, playing sports. Whatever it is for you, I want you to get it in your mind. What is it that you do for fun? If you're having a hard time thinking of something, let me help you out. What is it that when you do it, you forget about the stress of life? That time goes by quickly. Get that thing in your mind. Our scripture today talks about whatever you do, in word or in deed, do it for Jesus Christ. Do it in His name and give thanks to God. Whatever you do. Now, I believe that everything in our lives is spiritual. Sometimes it's tempting to divide things out and to have work over here and family over here and our own personal hobbies or activities over here, and church can be here. The truth is, everything that we do is connected. It is spiritual. God created us for work. God created us for play. God created us to be in relationships and to serve. All of those things are connected. Playing is spiritual. Who would have thought? But it is, because it's part of what we were created for. I love the story in 2 Samuel where David dances and plays before the Ark of the Covenant. He is so excited about what God is doing and about what God has done that he breaks it down right there in front of everyone and just has a good time. But one of his wives is not impressed. As a matter of fact, the scripture says she despises him in her heart. She tells him that is not the way a king is supposed to act. As adults, sometimes it's hard to play. Sometimes it's hard to let ourselves go enough to just enjoy the moment. We're so caught up in who we think we're supposed to be. We're so caught up in the expectations of what other people think we're supposed to be and what we're supposed to be doing that we can't even remember how to play. How to just let go and enjoy life. God created you and me to enjoy life, to play, to just let go. Zeke and I went on this trip to Israel for 10 days. And we went with a big group of people, like 70 some odd folks, half of which were Methodist pastors. And we learned more, saw more than you could ever imagine in 10 days. One of my friends said it was like trying to drink from a fire hose. And she was right. There was so much to see and do and learn. But one day, we went to the Dead Sea. Now, the Dead Sea is named because it is dead. There are no living creatures in the Dead Sea because of all of the minerals. And on this particular day, we went to swim in the Dead Sea. There's no educational value for this afternoon that we spend there other than just to play and have fun. And so we go out and we're told that you have to take the mud on the shore and rub it on yourself because in the water it's so dense with these minerals, it will just dry out your skin and it can cause all these problems. And then they say, don't drink the water because if you drink even just a little bit, you could die from dehydration. Doesn't that sound like fun? My mother-in-law was on the trip with us, and she and I have a lot of fun. And so we're out there, we're putting this mud on our legs, and I said, this is one of those moments where I'm thinking, is this something that the locals tell you? Just so they can watch those stupid Americans put mud on. But we get out there and you can just float. I mean, it's like you have a life jacket on. We swam out well over our heads and we were like little buoys out there. It was just fun. It was just fun. How many of you feel guilty when you have fun? Like, oh, there's something else I should be doing. I should really be working on that project. I should really be cleaning the house. I mean, I just don't have time to have fun. After all, we spend a lot of time trying to impress each other with the busyness of our schedules. We want everyone to know that we're busy, we're important, we have a lot going on. As a matter of fact, we spend a lot of time thinking way too highly of ourselves when God is saying, just have fun. Whatever you do, whatever you say, whatever you do it for my glory and enjoy this life that I have gifted you with. It's a gift. Don't waste it away. Have fun with it. One of my other favorite things about our trip was going to the Western Wall, the Wailing Wall, to pray. And there were so many people there. And one of the traditions is you can write a prayer on a piece of paper and stick it in the wall. And so as we walked up, you couldn't even hardly get to the wall because there were so many people praying, and they were right up against the wall. And I had my little prayer, and I was losing the sacredness of the moment because I became obsessed with the fact that I needed people to get out of the way. Because I had a prayer. This happens to me a lot. I lose what probably should be the focus. And so I began trying to make my way, not rudely, but steadily, to the wall. And I noticed this mother who has pulled up a chair. And she's not sitting close to the wall, but she is praying. And you'll notice sometimes when you see devout Jews praying that they rock back and forth. This is because we are told in Scripture to involve our whole bodies in prayer. Now, we don't do that a lot. This is a great way to involve every part of your being. And as she's sitting there rocking back and forth, running around is her daughter. And her daughter is playing. She has bubbles in her hand, and she blows them, and then she chases them down. And she's weaving in and out of people, and she is having a great time. She is just enjoying the moment. And here I am, my little piece of paper. And God slowed me down enough to realize that if I was going to miss this moment here in Jerusalem at the Western Wall, that maybe something was wrong with what I was trying to do. And maybe it was okay to stop for a minute and catch bubbles with this little girl. I'm going to share one more thing about the trip and also for today. When we came into Jerusalem for the first time, we were standing on the Mount of Olives, and you could see the city, and it was beautiful. And there were these kids, and I say kids because they were right out of high school, in their military uniforms, with their machine guns strapped to them. And I couldn't stop looking at them because they were just kids. And so I'm asking questions, and I didn't realize that right out of high school, boys serve 3 years, girls serve 2. It is what you do. And then this one young girl with her hair pulled back in a ponytail and her gun slung across her back walks by me with a balloon animal, a little dog. And she's just carrying it along. Children, where do we miss what it means to be childlike and play? At what point in our life do we go from being able to just be free and enjoy the moment to being so serious about life that we forget what it is to take the balloon animal, to pop the bubbles, to enjoy the moment? I think that's why Jesus had to have a moment with his disciples when they started telling people, don't bring the children. He doesn't have time for the children. Jesus says, oh, no. I have time. I have time to stop and play and be present. Then the disciples say, we need to know, who's going to be the greatest in heaven, Jesus? Just tell us. Can you see it? Peter's like, I know it's me. Just tell everyone else so they can back off. We just need to know. And Jesus said, unless you change and you become like one of these children, you will miss the whole point. I believe that everything in our lives is spiritual. I believe that God created us to enjoy this life that we have been gifted with. And my hope and my prayer is that no matter how busy your schedule is this week and next week and for the rest of the year and for the rest of your life, that you will take time to play. Whatever it is that brings you joy and fills up your cup. Because I'm going to tell you right now, you can't take care of other people if you don't take care of yourself. You're really not a whole lot good at work if you don't take time to play when you're not working. And it will make you a better friend, a better parent. It will make you a better spouse. It will make you a better follower of Jesus Christ. You will take time